made by a pencil or a marker, and it extends indefinitely in both directions. But I can also draw a line like this or like this. It means that we do not have a single way in which a line can be drawn. We just draw a part of a line. Lines are generally named with lowercase letters. This can be called line P, or we can draw a line like this and mark 2 points A and B. This will be called line AB. Line AB can also be written as AB with a tiny line drawn over AB. So what is a ray? A ray starts at one point and goes on indefinitely in one direction. Just like for lines, even rays can be drawn in different ways. What we draw is just a part of a ray. We can mark this point as A and mark a point B somewhere on the ray. We can call this ray AB or write AB with a tiny ray over it. This tells us that the ray starts at point A and goes indefinitely in one direction. It's a bit ironical, but the point at which the ray begins is called the endpoint of the ray. Here, A is the endpoint of this ray, which means it cannot be written as ray BA or BA with a tiny ray over it. But line AB can also be written as line BA. We just need to be careful when we are dealing with a ray. Now, let's get to the final concept in this video. Look at what we have drawn here. We can see that it has two endpoints. This is called a line segment and it is a fixed part of a line. This is its specified length and it does not extend indefinitely in any direction. If the endpoints are A and B, this can be called line segment AB. Or it can also be written as AB with a line segment over it. And yes, we can also write this as BA with a line segment over it. A line extends indefinitely in both directions. A ray starts at its endpoint and goes indefinitely in one direction, and a line segment is a fixed part of a line.
And measure segments. Before that, let us learn about the instrument used to draw and measure line segments. We use a ruler or scale to draw and measure the length of line segments. It has markings in centimeters. Each centimeter is further divided into 10 smaller divisions. Each division is equivalent to 1/10 of a centimeter. It is called 1 millimeter. Kids, remember, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Now, let's see how to draw a line segment. Draw a segment MN of 4.8 centimeters. This can be done in 3 steps. Step 1. Take a ruler and mark point M at 0 centimeters on the ruler. Step 2. Next, mark point N such that it coincides with the 8th division after the 4 centimeter mark on the ruler. Step 3. Now, join the points M and N to form line segment MN and mark it as 4.8 centimeters. Now, let's solve another example. Draw a segment AB of 7.7 centimeters. Segment AB of 7.7 is drawn like this. After learning about how to draw line segments, Let us now focus on how we measure the lengths of line segments. Let's measure the length of segment MN. Keep 0 of the ruler at point M. We count forward from 0 to 15. Look, point N of the segment coincides with the 6th division after 10 centimeters on the ruler. Thus, we say that segment MN is 10.6 centimeters long. We read it as length of segment MN is equal to 10.6 centimeters. We write it as shown. Now let's solve another example. Measure the line segment XY. Thus, we say line segment XY is equal to 5.3 centimeters. It was so easy drawing and measuring line segments.
Construction of line segment. A line segment is a measurable part of a line with two definite endpoints. We use a ruler and a compass to construct a line segment. Let us construct a line segment 5 centimeters long. Draw a long line M. Mark a point X on it. Place the compass on a ruler and widen it to measure 5 centimeters. Place the sharp end of the compass on point X. Rotate the other arm with the pencil to make a mark at point Y on the same line. We have a line segment XY which is 5 centimeter long. Suppose a 6 centimeter long line segment PQ is given. We want to create another line segment ST of the same measurement. How do we do it without using a ruler? Use the compass to measure PQ. Draw a long line L. Mark a point S on it. Place the sharp end of the compass on point S. Rotate the other arm with the pencil to mark point T on the same line. We have a line segment ST which is a copy of the line segment PQ.